Okay, so just a bit of an update about yesterday's trip. Went through some of the most fantastic roads ever. It was a long way down to here from where I set off yesterday morning. It should have only taken about 5 hours or so, but I was really enjoying myself through some of the best roads I've ever ridden on, some of the best scenery and forestry and just everything. From leaving my previous night's stay and then getting all the way through to basically all the way through south end of Poland, right across to the Slovakian border was just a fantastic ride. I was stopping all the time. I was literally stopping every maybe 45 minutes or even less than times just to get the camera out, just to have a look at the views, which is brilliant. And it was just a fantastic road. Had to adjust the chain, as you probably saw, because it was a bit loose now after all of these miles. Probably going to need a new chain when I get back. But amazing. Didn't see one number plate that wasn't really Polish or Slovakian. In fact, on this entire trip, I've seen one British number plate, which was in Poland, probably central Poland. As I was crossing through, but other than that, no, none at all. I think I stood out like a sore thumb. In fact, all of the riders that came past in that, they give the thumbs up or the hand wave to every single biker as they come past, which is brilliant, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, one of the best days riding ever. In fact, I really slept yesterday. I went into the city or the town square yesterday, absolutely brilliant, in Bjol. Had the best burger. Well, I was hungry, so I think anything would have been the best anything, but it was fantastic. It was really good in this little burger place, which was what was it called? Chevrolet Burgers or Chrysler Burger or something very similar. It was really nice. The square is beautiful. It looks like something way out of kind of the 13th century. It's absolutely gorgeous to look at. And there was a little market going on as well because it was Sunday. So I'm now in Bjol in Slovakia, and it's massively pretty, this place. It's got everything that you'd probably want from a small town. It's incredibly pretty buildings. Just parked under this. This is actually a bank. So yeah, it's quite cool. Just going to walk you down a bit because I'm actually hungry. I'm going to try and find a little bit of food. This just seems, there we go. There's a burger place there. So it looks like there's kind of a Sunday market thing on here. Everyone's out just enjoying themselves. Not sure if that's a town hall or a church, kind of a cloth market style thing, but I'm sure I'll find out. Very differently styled. It's very pleasant, really nice to look at. This must be the town square, the market square. And yeah, the buildings are really pretty. And it's very quiet here. The traffic's quiet, people are quiet. It's very, very chilled out and relaxed. And it's all very, very well kept, really pretty. And yeah, what a place. Never expected this. As I kind of did in a way once I got out of once I got into southern Poland, not out of Poland, that sounds wrong, but once I got into southern Poland and then experienced those roads, and the way the landscape changed. This is just gorgeous. It's nice to be able to wander around without it being too touristy, so you can actually see what's going on. I think it's time I got my cameras out and started taking some proper pictures. So yeah, I think I might start down here. This is absolutely lovely. It's a very small town, didn't expect this at all, and very, very pleased, because after that long ride, really good ride, it's nice to it's just nice to see something different from the industrialized area of sort of northern Poland through to the very pretty, almost alpine-like at times, southern Poland, and then all the way through to here, which is just brilliant. And as you probably noticed, there's a lot of bikes around, which is a good thing. And there's always things like one or two up on scooters, etc. And yeah, I'm going to have a look at these bells and stuff and find out what this is all about. And there's something very special about this park, which you may or may not be able to guess. Probably not. I mean, I didn't realise it was here either. And so scan round, you might be able to see a statue, and you may be able to recognise it. It's John Lennon. This is the John Lennon Memorial Park, and it's quite a good view of the way it looks. Who'd have thought? John Lennon Memorial Park in Slovakia. Yeah, it's not what I expected. Yeah, it's not what I expected at all. You can probably hear there's a lot of water going on because of the fountains, but I never expected there to be a John Lennon Memorial or Memorial Park in this area of Slovakia. It's actually really pretty. I mean, really pretty. There's a lot of tourists about. Fairly local tourists as well, probably from, you know, the Poland, South Poland area and the rest of Slovakia. And that's another thing. I haven't seen any real foreign to this area number plates on cars and bikes. I think mine's probably the only one at the moment that I've seen, which is unusual. You know, in the UK you see loads of different number plates on cars and stuff, from Romanian to Polish to German to French to you name it, and it's just a normal thing. Nobody really bats an eyelid, but I haven't seen any, or even very few Polish number plates in this part of the world. So yeah, just a strange fact. The other thing is there's also a lot of Holocaust museums around here, which is to be expected, so I'm going to have a look into them, but it's I'll have a look and see what's about, but in fact I can see ones just at the end of this park, so they are actually everywhere. So yeah, this is the John Lennon Memorial Park. So yeah, very different, but it's gorgeous out here today. I mean, I've been riding through a heat wave through Europe. Oh, it looks like there's music playing now for the fountains. Do you want to have a look? Again, this place is very surprising. Not what I expected at all, but there's been a heat wave. The whole of Poland is on an alert for basically wildfires because of the heat that's been going on and on and on for ages. It's kind of stuck over this part of Europe.
Something to do with the Gulf Stream and the way it's brought the heat down, etc., and the Mediterranean, and the kind of not allowing it to escape. It's very surprising, this place.
See, all the way through from Poland down, especially the southern regions of Poland, all the way through, there were big religious ceremonies. I mean, it's a very religious part of the world. I mean, if you compare it to north, where I stayed originally, must only be 2 days ago. It seems a lot longer now, 3 days ago. Doesn't seem as religious, and it seems more frantic, frenzied, hectic, you know. Then as you sort of travel your way through the south, brilliant. I mean, sort of once you get outside of Warsaw and down, and Krakow, down, or Krakow, whichever way you can pronounce it, it's spelled Krakow, so I'll say Krakow. It really gets a bit more relaxed, more kind of, less commercial, more kind of old world values, which is really nice. People are great. In fact, I've never had any worries about the bike as well, being left alone overnight. Not even in the most industrialized parts of Poland as well. So that's nice. And it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. So what's on the agenda today? The agenda today is go to go see a few more of the sites. There's a few I want to see around Slovakia. Hit a couple of random towns, just why not, and get a little bit more of a feel for the area. Then head off to the Ukrainian border, which isn't far away. It's about an hour away from the places that I'm kind of doing a bit of sightseeing for a change out. And then I'm going to have a chat and find out what really is going on. I've got a good idea. I think the media back home isn't telling you the whole truth. So I'm gonna, if it's deemed still okay to go further than the Ukrainian forest or something similar, then I don't even think it's called the Ukrainian forest anyway. It's just over the border. Then I'll see what happens. But that bit is not really part of this trip anyway. Not the kind of adventure riding kind of trip and sightseeing trip. It's just something I need to do for myself, really. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get the bike packed. Might have to adjust the chain again because it was warm when I did it, which you should never really do. But it was getting a bit flappy, so I'm going to retension that. Keep most of the gear off the bike today, and just go for a little bit of a wander. Okay, so let's just randomly have a look at Slovakia. So it's another day. I'm at a random little town. I stopped off just to get some food. Well, if you can call it that. I've got a bottle of Relax and a Kit Kat Chunky. Kind of the breakfast that nobody really asked for. So yeah, I'm at a little place called Halvana. I think that's how you pronounce it. Just having a quick break. So yeah, just doing a random town stop today on my way through to the borders. So it'll be interesting. We'll see what comes up. So just going to grab my little snack and I'm going to have my Relax.
Alright, so I've arrived in Prezov. I'm just parking the bike up. Going to do a little bit of sightseeing, see what's around. I mean, if you look out here, this is a car park which backs onto that building there. It's quite impressive. It's a bit of a crazy ride in on the old expressway on the way in, because it's literally, you don't know where to turn off. So in the end, it was just a bit of a guess to try and get to this point here. So let's explore. So this is the first thing you see when you come out of where I parked my bike, and again, it's gorgeous. It's not as warm as yesterday, but it's a very impressive place. So, time to take some pictures and do a little bit of sightseeing. I think I'm really falling in love with this place. It's growing on me by the day. It's not many places that do that. I think Ypres or Ypres in Belgium is one of them, and this is certainly the other one. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. It's absolutely stunning. Very chilled out as well. It's very kind of no real loud voices, no nothing. People are just going about their business. And very pretty. It's kind of worth coming all of these miles just to come here. And it's great. So I'm going to grab a coffee. It's a bit warm today for this bike jacket as well, so I'm going to grab a coffee, cool down a bit kind of thing, and then go and do a bit more exploring. What a place. Just going through a little bit of a walk through this area. It's absolutely stunning. So I'll probably put this to a little bit of music, but yeah, don't really need to, because I think the video speaks volumes of what this place is actually like. So this is quite a nice little cafe stroke shopping passage, which is really nice. There's plenty of people on cycles again, which is good. Not quite so many as Cambridge or even Oxford. So yeah, it's very chilled out. I'm going to walk around down to the other end now. Never really thought it was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be a little bit more industrialised, but it's not. Although the roads in, especially in the centre, are. people here are really friendly, they're nice, they try to understand my absolutely crap being English, just English, basically, because that's, you know, we don't really bother much with any of the languages. We kind of half expect everybody to speak English. I mean, mostly they do, but Polish they kind of refuse to. But I'm just going to park myself over here for a few minutes and then just figure out what I'm going to do next. But it's stunning, it's beautiful. Okay, so I'm currently in Kozais, or Kozis. It's a very different kind of town. It's a large, well, rather a large city. Just on the outskirts now, just grabbing a bite to eat. And that's really it. It's a lot of railway lines that cut straight through the middle of the city here, which is a bit different. But, you know, it's not too bad. The traffic's not bad. The buildings or the flats or the apartments are very Soviet looking anyway, but you know, it's all well kept, reasonably pretty. Some of the side streets I went down was a little bit rough, but then again it's a big city, so there's still a lot of bikes around, which is good. And I'm going to head into kind of a little bit of a sightseeing thing on my way through. Okay, so yeah, let's see what this place is all about. Okay, so I've arrived at Jacob Palace, and it's alright actually. It's small, but they have a lot of gardens, which is on the outlying bit, but I'm just basically passing through. Okay, this is the last stop in Slovakia. It's been great. I mean, Slovakia has been brilliant, and so is South Poland. They've been really, really good. I'm just having a coffee or a cappuccino and some cake, and then I'm going to head back, get a few hours sleep and do a quick report, and then, you know, do an update of the day. I've been to 1, 2, 3 cities today. So I'm in Bjol at the moment, and I've gone back to Bjol because I just love it here. I wanted to see it again before I left. Also went to the Ukrainian border today. I got loads of advice not to cross, which I kind of went to the forest end, sat on the border for a while, went across the border, spoke to about 3 different people there, and yeah, what we're being told is not what's being reported, and Russia just wants to wipe out every major city in their way. That's what they want to do. So yeah, we're not being told the truth on that. So I did my little bit and I headed back across. So yeah, so it's been one of those days. Interesting.